Hey, hey, hey. Welcome to your Sunday night jumpstart. This is your girl, Nicole Sharon, your overcomer advocate. How are you all this wonderful Sunday evening? Listen, this has been a great day. We had a great time at church, and I am excited about taking my evening nap. Yes, I am. So, listen, I'm going to jump right into it. Again, I am Nicole Sharon, your overcomer advocate. I'll tell you more about me and what I got coming up at the beginning. I'm excited about this because I was up till almost 4 o'clock this morning and I was just looking at some things in the Bible and I ran across a scripture. I have this sudden interest in going back through the book of Acts again, and I'm really excited about it because Acts is just like it's a lot going on, a lot of drama, a lot of things going on, and it's very exciting. The book of Acts is, and so I'm excited about this journey. But I read something that blessed me, and I want to share it with you all. If I was a preacher, this would be titled, It Was a Setup. And so I'm going to read to you the scripture that I read. I'm reading out of the New Living Translation Bible. And so this is in Acts chapter 2. And where's my verse at? I scrolled, y'all, and messed it up. Okay, here we go. Verse 22. I'm going to read a few of these verses. It says, so this is after the people, God poured out his spirit and they began to speak in unknown tongues and they accused them of being drunk. And so Peter stands up and he gives a sermon and he preaches the gospel, what he does. So verse 22, it says, people of Israel, listen. God publicly endorsed Jesus the Nazarene by doing powerful miracles, wonders, and signs through him, as you well know. But God knew what would happen, and his prearranged plan was carried out when Jesus was betrayed with the help of lawless Gentiles. You nailed him to a cross and killed him. But God released him from the horrors of death and raised him back to life, for death could not keep him in its grip. Death could not keep him in its grip. And so, what blessed me was verse 23 when it said, God knew what would happen, and his prearranged plan was carried out when Jesus was betrayed. And so, many times we go through things in life and we forget that God already knows. We forget that He already knows. We forget that He sees. We forget that He is God before time. He's the God of time. He's the God in the beginning. He's the God in the middle, and He's the God in the end. And so, way before our parents were born, way before our great grandparents were born, He knew. And what if all of this, whatever it is you're experiencing, is a setup to get you to purpose? I want you to think about that as you go throughout your week and you go throughout your journey this week. And as you prepare for even the next year, one of the things that I have learned this week, and I have, been pondering, as in past times I've talked about, being hurt and going through different trials and different situations like that, is that sometimes we take those things into new situations. And we always talk about this time of the year, I'm letting go of this person and I'm letting go of that person and I'm shedding all of these negative people. What if the negative person that you need to shed is you? And what if all of those things that happened to you, what if all of those things that happened was just a setup for you to learn something, for you to learn how to walk closer to God, for you to incline your ear and say, "Oh, let me hear what God has to say about this." What if everything that has happened up to this point was just a divine setup for God to get you to realize, maybe I need to change my ways. Maybe I need to do something different. Maybe it drew you closer to God. Maybe it drew you close. Maybe it caused you to be more compassionate with other people. But it was all a setup. And the same spirit and the same grace that he said that Peter is saying about Jesus is about us. But God released him from the horrors of death and raised him back to life, for death could not keep him in its grip. What does that mean? For this conversation tonight, that pain, that hurt, that situation, that setback, whatever happened, it could not keep you down. It's time for us to get up and it's time to walk in our purpose. It's time for us to use our voices. It's time to live out loud. It's time for us to live in the purpose and the plan that God has for our life. It's time to realize our dreams. It's time for us to be happy. It's time for us to have joy. It's time for us to be healed. It's time for us to be whole. It's time for us to be submitted to God. It's time. Because nothing that has happened to us, everything that has happened to us up to this point, guess what? We have survived. But there's another level. There's thriving. And if you're anything like me, I have survived. I have survived long enough. Now I'm looking forward to thriving. Thriving in joy, thriving in peace, thriving in healing, thriving in love, thriving in healthy relationships. I'm looking forward to thriving. Hey, y'all, that's all I've got tonight. That's all I've got. My name is Nicole Sharon. If you want to check out my page, I am here on Facebook. I have a page on Instagram. I probably won't be posting much till the top of the year, just to take a little break. I'll be in and out. Um, and also, as you know, I have books. You can check me out on Amazon under Nicole Sharon. I have 3 books. I have another book coming out at, sometime in the next few months. And I have a conference coming up April 9th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So I am turning 50 on April 8th of 2022, and I am so excited. And several just a little peek. Several years ago, I wanted to do a writers conference, and I allowed my negative voice to talk me out of it, and so I wanted to celebrate my 50th birthday by having an Overcomers Conference. I pray that you'll join us. I have some awesome speakers. Around mid January, I'll start to tell you about that. I'll start to tell you more about who the speakers are and give you more information so that you can register. But registration is open for that conference. So I pray that you will come join me on in that Overcomers Conference. That is all I've got. I love you all so much. Have a great week. Listen, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. I will not be on next week. I will be somewhere resting. And so I love you all again. Have a wonderful evening. This is Nicole Sharon, your Overcomer Advocate, and y'all have a good night. Peace.